What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, we got some little things to do here. So, first and foremost, we've got some new items in the game now, which I've kind of started just a temporary little storage area for over here. But I figure we should probably expand this out a little bit, get some item frames on there, so, we can get, like, our frog lights and stuff in here into a, dedicated chest, since we'll have probably quite a few of those that farm, produces like crazy. I also wanted to lay out some builds and then do some little decorative stuff around the village. So kind of a laid back episode. So first things first, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started getting some rows of chests down here so we can have a place to store some more things. And then once we've got that, we'll get the item frames on there and everything and kind of help, like we don't really have a good like place for wool yet. Like there's no item frame on that. We've got the amethyst block up here, but actually I do need some of those. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the chest done, and then we will move on to the next little bit. So I'll see you in a jump cut. Alrighty, so a little bit later and kind of reorganized some things. So I got this all straightened out here. And then over here, we kind of organize the little miscellaneous things. So we got sponges because they're mostly used for terraforming. So I put them with the terraforming stuff. Definitely, so we got the smaller dripstone above the actual, dripstone block. Same with the coral, same with the amethyst. So I figured we put the large ones that we silk touch in there, and then the smaller ones can go in there. These are all shards. Those are blocks. We just got wool stuff in here, in here. Most of that is in the wool farm, so we don't really need a place for it in here. But if we come over here, we've got, all the mangrove stuff. So we've got the leaves, the, plank and stairs and stuff like that. The logs, we've got the roots, we've got the muddy roots, the mud, the packed mud, mud bricks, all the various quartzes I moved over here. Smooth quartz. I figured in this one, we would just do shulker boxes. These are not supposed to be in here. They're supposed to be in here. This one we would just do a shulker box for each of the different colors, and that way it should fit, and we can just, match the color of the shulker to the color of the glazed terracotta. Except for this one, the, what color was this again? Is this light blue? Light gray. This one I think we'll be using a lot in builds in the future, along with the prismarine stuff here. So I got the prismarine from the Ocean Monument, sea lantern right there. We got our frog lights. I just put the end rods right here, because we've got the end stuff right here, and that kind of filled the lighting row. And then this row right here will be skulk, skulk catalyst, skulk sensors, skulk shriekers. So all that stuff will fit perfectly right in there. Over here, we expanded the miscellaneous stuff a little bit so we can get the fragments and the shards of the prismarine. And then probably end up putting slime blocks, I guess, right here. Just because it goes with the slime. I don't know. Over here, we've got the, just kind of some decorative stuff. I'll probably end up putting candles down at the bottom. We are still going to need a place for the honey block, so I should actually probably really quick go ahead and grab, you know what, let's just make another half stack of chests. We can grab our item frames right there. We'll come over here and then just do, I guess, one more row like that. Grab our item frames and go doot, and then we can do our like honeycomb, honey bottles, honey blocks, honeycomb blocks, and that'll kind of tie in with all of the colored decorative blocks that we've got going on right here. So I think that'll work really well. So I'm gonna have to go and grab the blocks to fill those in, but while I'm doing that, I was also going to make a quick run over to the mesa so I can grab some plain terracotta and some of the yellow terracotta, because I would like to use both of those somehow in the future. The thing with these frog lights right here, this goes perfect with the yellow glazed terracotta, and then I kind of want to get some of the purple. So at some point, we're going to have to find a little patch where only the, the blue... these ones, the cornflowers grow, and I think there's one not that far over that way, so we can put in a little automatic flower farm right there with the pistons that just shift the ground back and forth as it gets bone mealed, and then the water that swoops everything over. We could even do an easier design, but that being said, I'm gonna go get these blocks, go get the terracotta, and then I will meet back up with you and we'll talk about what's next. So give me just a moment. All right, so did a little bit before going to the mesa. I haven't gone there yet, but we did get the honeycomb, added a little one for the workstations. We'll probably expand upon that more later. But we've got our honey block and our honeycomb block right there. We'll probably actually end up doing like the slime block or something, probably down here, and that'll kind of just go with the colors and then tie into the deep dark stuff that we'll have right along there. That being said, the other thing that I went ahead and took care of was drafted out some building plans. So we'll have a little kind of diagonal looking building coming off of the side right here for this one. So it'll kind of have, you know, the diagonal right there, and then we'll probably have the entrances actually here and over on this bit as well. So that'll be pretty neat. And then over here, we started getting some of our copper oxidizing that I just pulled out of the furnace, and then started kind of drafting out some potential builds for over here, because eventually I do want to put the church building, which may end up being a storage building. I have not decided yet, but I kind of want that to be centered up on this hill. So we may make the hill a little bit bigger, and then I figured like kind of the entryway going into that would be two stone brick towers. So looking at them from this height, since I don't have free cam yet, again, it's still bugging me. I've grown to rely on it so much, but so these will probably end up being a little bit taller. Maybe not though, because I figured we would put, so it would be like a circular kind of base that would expand out into a square platform, and then we would have kind of some taller buildings right there with a connecting building in the middle, and then kind of like a grand archway right here going up, starting the stairs up to the big, you know, whatever we put up here, because I think that's going to be kind of the focal point, seeing as how it's elevated, how it'll be seen from most places. So I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do with that. So now I just actually have to go and grab that terracotta I said that I was going to be getting earlier. Went ahead, grabbed my stuff for a beacon, you know, to power it up, and then some empty shulker boxes here. So I will see you once I've got all the terracotta that we're going to need. Oh, and then the one other thing, speaking of the terracotta, purple is one of the colors I'm tempted to work with for the amethyst farm over there. And I did find a little patch right here that has, I guess, a decent amount of cornflowers. The yellow, I'm not really a huge fan of the dandelions, but we have not yet found a sunflower that we can just bone meal for endless dandelions. So we'll probably end up just making this little patch, you know, whatever the max size is for a little flower farm. And that way we can get these. And then in combination with the lapis we can get from the villagers, we should have a decent supply of blue dye. Before I build this one, though, I may go check, because I think somewhere out there we passed a meadow. So I'll have to go do some mapping and things, but if I can find a meadow, it's a lot easier to get the cornflowers. So that being said, I'm going to head to the mesa and gather some terracotta, and then once I'm all done with that, we'll come back and knock out the last little thing that I had planned for today in the village. So I will see you momentarily. Alrighty, we'll just get a little beacon set up right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Go ahead, fill that in, get our beacon right there, and then we can go ham on the yellow terracotta right there, and then we got a whole layer of just the plain stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, get this in, and then get started mining. All right, we are back, and I got, you know, shulker box of terracotta, shulker box of yellow terracotta, and a little bit of extra. Next, I figured we would put a little swing right here if it will fit. So I'm gonna have to do some measurements real quick, and then I'll get the swing in. It's not an original design. I saw it on Instagram. It was on I think Awesome Builds had posted it. completely forget who the original poster was, and I cannot find the screenshot does not have the credit, so I apologize. If you know, leave it down below so I can add it to the video description. But I'm going to go ahead and get that in over here somewhere, and then we'll join back up and wrap things up for today. So give me just a moment. Alrighty, so a little bit later, and here it is. We've made ourselves a nice little swing here in the little alleyway. Thought it was a nice way to fill that little space right there. Added some bushes right here and put some boxes in right there. So yeah, definitely things are coming along. We're really starting to get that nice feeling of you know, being enclosed. Eventually I'll probably put some flowers right in here, make that look nice. You know, we've got the little planter boxes. Everything's coming together, but yeah, between the stuff that I just gathered that I'll have to smelt up in between episodes, and that actually reminds me what we can go ahead and do here, is we will just pop up to our super smelter real quick before we sign off for the day, and grab some of our yellow terracotta, and then, I don't know, we'll do like 4 stacks or 2 stacks in each one, so let's see, 1, 2, and then we'll go 1, 2, let those go ahead and fill up. Boom, and then we can go ahead and kick these on, and we should start getting some yellow glazed terracotta. So that'll be really good for upcoming projects here once we've got, you know, a nice supply of the good stuff here. So actually, you know what, I don't want to waste that other blaze rod since we're already, you know what, I'm just going to throw a couple more stacks in there because why not? So let's go ahead and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go ahead and turn these off so they can return and get filled up real quick. Let those go. What are we looking at? All right, pretty good. Almost done. All right, and let's go ahead and get those moving before the fuel wears out, because I don't want to waste any fuel. So, but yeah, that being said, that's where we're going to call the episode for today. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell button so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Check out all my links in the description down below. Leave me a comment while you're down there because I love reading your guys' comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.